Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Summer Night. So, the synopsis on IMDb says something about a coming-of-age story about the complexity of young romance, or something along those lines. And they have it rated at 5.0 on an IMDb scale, so not very good. Victoria Justice is the only name I recognize. She was on like Nickelodeon or something like that. I have kids and I've seen that. That's the only name I recognize, but I don't know, there's a better synopsis somewhere else that I found in this movie, and I was like, alright, it seems kind of interesting. So, I don't know. Let me get into it a little bit. Watch it. See what it's all about. Check back in. Tell you what I think the movie's about, and then tell you ultimately what I think about watching the movie. So, how's that sound? Sound good? Because I don't think that's a good synopsis. I apologize. Let me get into it. I'll be back in a little bit. Hey everybody, I want to do a quick check-in. We're watching Summer Night. It's the 41:31 mark. And a lot's going on. We have a lot of different characters in this, and it's a lot more to explain than IMDb led you to believe. But it's they're young kids in their 20s. They're bar-going kids, professions, or maybe in grad school, whatever. And they all have different stories. So I'm not even sure if there's a main character. There's one couple who just found out that they're pregnant. So they're going through everything that you know, what are they going to do? This was an unplanned pregnancy. They're not married, whatever. There's another guy. He's the guy from, he was in The Walking Dead. I don't know his name, but whatever. He's that's where I recognize him from. You'll see him in the IMDb credits. But he kind of gets attacked in the woods and meets a girl, and so they're starting to like become, friends, or moving forward with that. All of these people also have something to do with the band. So we're at the part at the 41:31. We're at the bar and the bands are playing, and there's two different bands, but it seems like they all are musically inclined and they're involved somehow with these bands. And then there's Eller Coltrane. I looked that up. He's the guy from Boyhood. He was the oldest one. Boyhood is a movie that took 13 years to make because they showed the progression. So he was the kid in that. He's in this, and he's friends with everybody, but he's on a date with Victoria Justice, which was the only name that I recognized when I started watching this film. And so they're going through the nuances of a new relationship and sharing information back and forth. So there's that piece of it. I think that's all that's real. Oh, and then there's another couple which we're not delved into too much, where they were friends. But she met a guy. They seem like friends, getting closer to a relationship, but then she met a guy at her cousin's wedding or something like that, and she has now told her friend that that's what happened. So he's dealing with that, and so it's a lot of relationship, different parts of their relationship progression going on in this movie. And again, they're younger, so it's kind of interesting. I like it. I mean, it's not. I don't know if we have a main character at this point, but that's where we are. One quick thing to mention, as I mentioned, everybody's in a band. They just had the band playing the first one, and a little bit much. I mean, like, I guess they're bringing the music forward, and now the second band's going to be playing. It's almost like a lot of the movie has been taken up by these bands playing. Good or bad. First band I wasn't crazy about. Second band's on now, so I'm going to get back into it and see if I like it. There is a banjo in it, but now you have a better idea of really what the movie's about: young love, relationships, and the progression to those relationships. So I'll get back to it here. We got it's only an hour and 32 minutes, and see what the rest of the movie has in store for us, and I'll give you my ultimate thoughts at the end. So stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Summer Night, and I enjoyed it. There are some areas of opportunity. One thing that I didn't pick up on from the beginning was the fact that, like, the guys were all kind of best friends. I said they were all friends. They all kind of knew each other in the first check-in, but it seems more like they were telling the story of, I think there was 4 best friends and their night. That's at the end, and that's not a spoiler alert. I think, and maybe that was the intent, but they could have done a better job of, hey, this is what this is all about. But what you get in this movie is the young adult drama, that we see at night now. One Tree Hill, 90210. I know I'm dating myself there. The Riverdale, those kinds of all in one movie happens right here. It's the story of at least 4 different stories of their relationships and what's going on, as I mentioned. So that made it entertaining because, you know, they didn't drone on about one story. It was all different pieces of it. So, you know, it kept my interest. The one story I really didn't like too much was the Jameson story, and that Jameson was the Boyhood, the actor from Boyhood. I just didn't, you know, and that had Victoria Justice in it too, the only other person I knew in this movie. Besides, there was one other person, but that storyline I didn't enjoy too much. Justin Chatwin. Justin Chatwin is from Shameless. He plays Jimmy, or Steve, or, you know, I think he had 2 different names in that one, but he was in this. And that was it, you know. It's entertaining. If you like that kind of nighttime drama of young adults, you'll like this movie. Because that's really all it's about. And I do. I occasionally like to watch those kind of shows, so this one did interest me a lot. You know, with some areas of opportunity, like I said, I think they could have developed the friendship of the guys a little bit earlier in the film, and it would have played off a little bit better for me, but maybe not. Maybe, you know, this was something different, and it all came through at the end. So, that's what I got for you. Like I said, if you like those kinds of movies, you might be interested in this, or like those kinds of TV shows, I should say. You might be interested in this movie. You know, I did. So if you do watch it, check it out. Let me know. Love to hear the comments. I'll provide a link for you if you are interested, and click on that and you can watch it, and either or buy the Blu-ray, whatever. And let me know your thoughts and hit the like button. And thanks for tuning in. Gil's Irish Pub.